5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There was also the finale of Star Trek Lower Decks that I watched today.
Oh yeah. How's that? So, with the ongoing trend of new Star Trek shows not getting great reviews, how's this one strapped?
I mean, it's been a bit iffy, and it's like I've seen what they've been trying to do, and yes, it's been a very referencey show, and shall we say the season finale was very referencey. And as a Star Trek fan, I absolutely freaking loved it because it's like, oh, you brought that ship in. Oh, you brought those characters in. It's like, yeah, you get a pass now.
I know that.
Oh no.
+6 for Earth. 222.
All cards. Not winning this round.
Yeah, I think that's about it. That's about it for me.
Mr. Uno Phil. Oh, god damn it.
No, not today.
Nice.
Oh,
okay, we're
so
going
close.
green. We're going green. Playing it risky.
Oh, I have to.
Oh,
If he has a wild +4, I'm doomed.
If you just,
I'm gonna challenge that because it's like,
you challenged it correctly.
Oh well.
I'm gonna draw.
Oh, you disconnected.
No.
Oh
AI Dusty has replaced you.
no!
It wasn't
Yeah.
losing.
Network service request timeout. What? Ugh, just because I was winning. Fight
Don't
on
worry.
in my honor, Dusty.
Don't worry.
Can we?
The
Yeah.
way the AI plays, you'll win still.
I say, can we invite him back in? Can we just drop in?
No, you have to drop out the game. to vote
Oh,
for
why
him.
is that so?
You're really stupid.
It's Uno. It's not hard. It's
Yeah.
cards.
It's Ubisoft.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, Dusty, you do not get Uno.
No AI get Uno. I can't play.
Drawing, keep drawing. So many cards.
Good, Dusty. Keep at it. Honor my.
Ooh. Ooh, we're getting
We're just
Get
blocking
guys,
the.
We have to.
Me as well.
We got like 3 or 2 cards a hand here. 4 no. Bringing out the Uno button. Woo!
End it. God.
I win.
Okay, so we quit out.
Yeah, we shall quit out.
Quit
Oh.
out. Something that.
Let's go for you then, Shadowfox. What have you been doing in the last month?
I win. Okay, well. So I've been playing a little bit of catch up, and so I'll start with some of the older ones first. So a while back on, I think YouTube, I believe it was like Frederator, the company who, if you kind of look at them at now, they kind of do quite a few bits and bobs now. They did this thing where they tried to see if it was like profitable to do like cartoons on YouTube. And so, and this, I think this was like, this was like before the adpocalypse and everything.
Yeah.
But they also host like a lot of pilots and stuff. And one of their successful shows was Bravest Warriors. Which
I remember that.
people may remember Bravest Warriors simply from Catbug alone.
Well, true.
Catbug was ever on the internet for about 6 months. And with good reason, because it is absolutely adorable.
Yeah, but the rest of the show was quite interesting as well, if I remember.
It was, yeah. You can watch the first 3 seasons for free on YouTube. And each one of them is about an hour long, a little bit more. It's made by the same guy, or it's by Pendleton Ward, the same guy who did Adventure Time. And if you look at it, you can definitely see that animation style throughout.
Yeah.
But it's a very good show. It's very much like it's like a more adult version of like Adventure Time with you got a bit of like swearing, a bit of censorship, a bit of weirdness. But it kind of holds true to that kind of a bit like Land of Oo kind of thing, where it's like the world is just strange. It's like futuristic and strange. Oh, you gonna stack any more no-goes?
I wanted to give Phil turn eventually.
Oh god.
Well, I took a double turn there.
There you go. There's an 8.
Bye.
+4.
Oh, it hurts.
But
Challenge. I got a choice.
you got no choice.
Oof.
Bad challenge. I wanted to save that till later, ideally.
No, yeah. And blue.
Damn it.
Dabba dee, dabba da.
Oh,
Okay.
Red? You want red?
I mean, yes, I do
God.
want red.
I mean, Josh wants red. I
We know
don't
he
want
does.
red.
We know what he wants. Get it off it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
yellow.
don't want double red, let's put it that way.
Oh, damn you. Oh no. Okay, so other than oh, +2.
No, Phil, it's up to you.
I can do something.
Do it. Do it.
No. I can't counter that.
But then Josh has won.
No.
Oh no!
No, I
Josh-
haven't.
Josh wants red, if I remember rightly.
Mm.
No, but
Oh,
I got a
no,
card that I
not
drew
again.
was quite nice.
More +2.
Stand with the +2s.
Ein is sitting on a huge hand.
A 12 hand.
There you go, +2.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh no, so yeah, Bravest Warriors. It's on YouTube. It's like an hour each. It's kind of like a mini movie almost, just to go through them all. So I would say watch that if you've got like a spare little bit of time. The other show they did, which is the one I'm more interested in at the moment, is Bee and Puppy Cat.
I think I've seen the first episode of that.
So I watched it a while back, but didn't realise there was a pilot episode I missed.
I think I've seen the pilot.
It's a South Korean studio, or like working on it or something. And oof, no go. The only thing I can say about it to describe it is it's like one of those pictures that the more you look at it, the more you realise something is wrong with it. Like the universe starts out, you're like, oh yeah, it's kind of quirky cartoon universe. There's some things that are a bit weird in it, but that's just the cartoon effect playing in. But then as more goes on, you stare at it and you go, oh, it's like looking at a picture of like people being served in a bar and you go, oh, hang on, wait, the people don't have faces. Oh, wait, the bartender's a slug. Oh, wait, outside it's raining gold. The more you look at it, you just kind of go, what is this? What is that? Because the idea...
Why is it like this?
So, yeah, because the idea behind it is you got B, who's just a girl. She's like early 20s, I think. She's struggling to hold down a job. Then mysterious puppy cat thing comes from space, lands on her head, and it's like, oh look, he has a magical portal that gives you random temporary jobs from a temp computer, and these jobs are all kind of just weird things. And you kind of like, you expect like all the weirdness is kind of like, oh, so the weirdness comes from Puppy Cat and the alternate dimension stuff, but then as things go on, things just get weirder in the real world, and it's like, what is going on? Who is, like, you spend the entire first season and you just kind of think B is just...
freaking damn it.
Yeah, no go for you, Phil. You think that B is just like...
It has no cards.
Oh. You think B is just like a regular girl, and then you realise you learn more about her.
Damn it.
Nicely done. Challenge him. Challenge his meanness.
Challenge him.
But yeah.
But I should have bet it.
But also, the other nice thing about Puppy Cat is it just got picked up for Netflix. Or just announced it's picked up for Netflix. So Season 2, being Puppy Cat Lazy in Space, will be on Netflix. So...
So that does not help me since I do not have Netflix.
You don't have no, but the entire the first episode is like 11 minutes long, and then the first season is like an hour long. Again, it's all up on the Frederator or whatever YouTube channel. You can just go through and watch it. But like the episode lengths were all very 5 minutes, 12 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever. But this does seem to be like now it's going to be a more uniform structure, and I'm digging it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I just wonder if the one advantage of doing episode lengths however you want to is you're not extending the story to meet a arbitrary requirement.
No. I mean, maybe on Netflix it won't be like that. Maybe it will still be kind of just...
Loose,
yeah. I mean, we'll see. If there's any place to do it, Netflix would be it.
Yeah, probably.
But definitely worth checking out. It's an hour of your time. It costs you nothing other than an ability to watch a YouTube video.
I can do that. I can stretch to that.
You can stretch that. Yeah, I think in total, I think in total it's about 1 hour 30 minutes. Everything in total that they've got. So
I need to get back to the Frederator channel. It was one of those things that came up a lot in my YouTube recommended stuff, and then just stopped.
Because they had the summoning. They had 12 mini things that were going on. Like there was the summoning, Go Boots, some kind of brothers thing. They had a lot of experimental shows that were just kind of like throw things out and just see what works, which is good. And YouTube is a place to do that. It was just a shame that it wasn't profitable after a while. Nice done, Phil.
Yeah, exactly.
So those are the two sort of easy to watch ones that I got through. The other one was The Owl House, which is a Disney show, I believe, if I'm remembering rightly.
Yes, it is a Disney show.
It is a Disney show, and if you wanted a comparison for it, the closest thing would be kind of like, it fills that hole that Gravity Falls is left.
Not quite.
But
it's of the same ilk, I say. Yeah.
You got Alex Hirsch playing a character in it, a little dragon or demon thing.
It's cute.
It's cute, yeah. And you have like your you've got your you kind of got your old sort of not quite authoritative figure who's meant to be in charge but might be a little bit on the illegal side of things. I won't spoil that one too much, because if you can get around to watching it, it's definitely worth it. But like, whereas Gravity Falls was weird things going on in a normal world, this is more weird things going on in a slice of life kind of scenario.
But in a weird world
In a
anyway.
weird world anyway, yeah. Yeah, but it's their new thing. Go watch it, go support it, because I'm very interested in a season 2.
Challenge.
No challenge.
Lose challenge. How many times have you lost a challenge to me, Ein?
I shall keep challenging until I win.
Good luck.
I mean, that's a way to make it work. Just keep trying until you fail.
Hmm.
So in terms of everything, so that was pretty much everything I watched this month, or last month, as it were. So yeah, it's been a good month. It's been a varied month. I know I've got some things planned to watch. Another Uno. Keep Unoing. I will keep Unoing until I can win.
Has anybody watching Aggretsuko Season 3?
I have not.
Oh, yeah.
I have not been watching Aggretsuko yet. I'm still a season behind. I don't know why.
I have watched season 1, but because I don't have Netflix, I've not watched season 2 or 3. I actually watched the original season while on holiday and in an Airbnb, where they were like, "Yeah, here's our Netflix account that you can use."
Abuse it. Use it as much as possible.
Both. I was there for someone's birthday, and we watched it pretty much together. The one thing we interestingly found out about it was that the general talking bits work better in Japanese, but oddly enough, the heavy metal stuff works so much better in English.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I've
doesn't
never
work
actually.
in Japanese.
I've never actually watched it in Japanese.
I should go back and watch in Japanese. See
Yeah, just try some episodes, see what they're like.
It's really good.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Wasn't that another one that started off as just like a YouTube kind of clips thing?
No, I don't think so, because it was made by the Hello Kitty creator.
Yeah.
Based on that, yeah.
Okay, because I just
No, it's not based on it.
It is seriously from the same company.
Yeah.
Okay, because I just remember seeing bits of it kind of in on YouTube, just small clips on Tumblr as well and stuff, just things.
But they're all taken from the actual show itself, as far as I'm aware.
Well, no, but this was way before it was even announced as it was a show.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it came out as a show first.
Oh, 3 Unos.
I got to play a card.
First.
It's me.
Damn it! I also had green.
You had green
I
as
had a
well.
1 as well. Damn it! I was hoping to stay on the 1s.
Well played.
That was good. Win the first random match 5 times. Achievement unlocked or medal earned if you're an Ubisoft person. But yes, I think that means you're the last one to.
Well, no, you've talked about movies. What about games?
Well, that's something we share.
Yeah, so I'm going to let you do it first.
Okay. Well, there's one new game I played this month. It's a game I bought for myself and then said, Josh will like this, and bought it for Urtheart. BPM, normally standing for beats per minute. In this term,
Oh, that one.
bullets per minute.
I think that's actually... The full title is technically
BP.
BPM bullets per minute,
Yeah.
because both of the other two are already copyrighted.
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, it's the kind of thing that
Yeah.
would be.
It's the kind of thing you slap a copyright on and then just enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was Doom meets Crypto the Necrodancer meets what was the other game? I was
Binding of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac. That was it. Yeah, you kind of
I think it's probably closer to Quake than it is to Doom, with the kind of chunky style graphics.
definitely, but it's also against demons and stuff, which is. But either way, that kind of game, that kind of.
It's based on Norse mythology, I think, more than anything.
True. Yeah, I mean, you are playing as Valkyries, and you do, but the first level is Asgard, so.
Yeah, and the final battle against Nidhogg.
Yes. Also, there isn't much of a story to this game, so there's not very many spoilers. It's just, here's a randomly generated level, go through it, and kill everything that moves, and try not to get shot by it. But also,
but you have to do it all to the beat.
Do it to the beat. Don't do it
to
on
the beat.
Do it to the beat. Like the soundtrack is absolutely amazing. The only thing I would say is that the soundtrack. I would like a shuffle function, because you hear like the first track is absolutely slamming, but you're gonna hear that first track a lot, as with any roguelike. Like I would love to see like what they did with Crypt of the Necrodancer, where they add like
Never challenge me.
They add different soundtracks, but like
yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think they're gonna look at adding more stuff because it's kind of where Binding of Isaac was when it started. It's not, it's basic to start with, and they kept adding on stuff. And I wonder if they're gonna keep adding stuff on. God damn it!
Wait, I can't do anything either.
Damn it.
Oh,
You want to know what I had as my last card?
What?
Was it a blue?
No, it was a 4+.
Oh.
Well
John,
kept.
mean person.
There's a few things.
I mean, you can't.
I
lose
kind of
the
agree with you
special
on the soundtrack, although the soundtrack is brilliant. Although I think my favourite song is the Weapon Shop.
Oh yeah, Hugin's Armory?
Huggin.
Or Huggins Armory.
No, Huggins Armory is the... Sorry, Huggins Shop is
Huggins
the potion-y one.
Munin's Armory.
Muggin.
Muggins?
Muggins Armory.
Muggins, I thought it was like Munin's.
I think it's supposed to be Huggin and Muggin.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Hunin and Munin. I'm not an expert in... Yeah, I didn't start with any reds. I'm not an expert in Norse mythology.
And neither am I. I don't think they've got any relation to Norse mythology. Ironically enough. I think they are just... As I said, looking from what it looks like, it's Huggin and Muggin.
Yeah, I mean maybe. I do know that in why
Because it's all I could do.
In EVE Online there are two heavy assault cruiser ships called that Hugin and Munin, and then there's also in Destiny you can go visit Hugin and Munin in the Dreaming City. So
Fair enough. Then may be correct then.
I mean, I don't know. I believe that they are connected as to gods or whatever, but I don't know in what relation or what they're called. But I mean, it's such a simple game, but it's just.
It's interesting because it hasn't got much, but what it's done to... I wouldn't quite call it a mirror sheen, but it's been done with a lot of thought and care. There's a few things that I would say I feel like they've really dropped the ball on. So one of them being...
I don't need more cards. Stop it.
Sorry, I had to. One of the things that I noticed from that Crypt of the Necrodancer did, which was very good on setup, was when you set up, it asks you to set your delay for your screen and your sound, because they know that, because they're such integral parts of the game, that if they're out of sync, you are a bit screwed.
Yeah, any screen latency or sound latency in a game that's built entirely around rhythm.
Yeah,
that's very well thought out, actually.
Well, this is the thing. Crypt of the Necromancer does that when you start. There is no option for that in.
It's also the same like Rock Band and Guitar Hero. All those other rhythm games have it as well. It's pretty much a default thing. Oh, we had a reverse one.
Nice play.
It's pretty much a standard of any kind of rhythm game.
Yes, and this game's missing it. So I actually feel like there are some people who will go, this just doesn't work because of that. I think it does need a little bit more variety, and I've actually now completed the game on hard with every character except the final one, which I've not even completed standard on. So, the final character is you don't have any health, one hit and you're dead.
My biggest.
That's nasty, Ein.
That is very nasty. I hate you both.
You just stopped on it.
I had a handful last time. I don't need a handful again. Like one of the biggest things I dislike is often it's like in a game that's based around music, you're going to end up with certain situations where you just have a combo that just blasts through the entirety of like everything, or like the boss and everything in the game. It's like you walk into a room, boom, 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 dead. You get to the boss, boom, dead, and it's like you carry on. And it's like I feel like enemies need to be. I feel like you need to be weaker in terms of your damage, and the enemy needs to be weaker in terms of its damage as well. So it's like it takes longer to kill because some of the mechanics you hardly ever see. Like there are some bosses, like there's a boss that does like a little crisscross or like an X on the floor, and you have to kind of stay in your segment to not get hurt.
I hate that one so much, to be honest. I'm kind of glad.
But it's like you also then you have to jump or duck. But
Yes.
it's oh wow, nice work. smooth for Vger.
Smooth criminal.
But I feel like the game is kind of like when I walk into a room with like the auto targeting drill missile that instantly gives the enemy in a single shot. I kind of go, oh
Yeah,
that's
fair.
that was
To be honest, like the most overpowered item I find, which if I get it, almost all of my runs are amazing, is ironically enough an item called the best defense.
which the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, I like it because goes into your armor/shield slot, and literally does nothing for your defense. But it's because it's riffing off the old saying.
Yeah, and it gives you infinite ammo. So
Like it gives you an infinite clip size is the main thing.
Yeah, you always have infinite ammo, but your clip. And like for some guns, like the revolver is a very powerful early weapon, and but it's 6 shots and then 6 reloads. With that,
Yeah, you have to it's actually 7 because you use 1 to open it up.
yeah, so 1.
But you can technically reload at any point. But yeah, you reload each bullet separately, and there's another gun that does that. One of the shotguns, I think.
I think it's the lever action rifle.
It's definitely one of the two. Excuse me, one of the 2 shotguns do that as well.
Okay, because I know that the double-barreled shotgun is just both at once, and then the other one is
No, the double-barreled shotgun fires both separately. You reload both at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You fire both at the same time. You reload both at the same time, and then the other one is a magazine one, which you reload in 3. It's 1, 2, 3, but you have to cock between each shot.
There's 3 shotguns.
There's a third shotgun. You're not talking about the pistol one, are you?
No, I am talking about I think it's the lever action rifle you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's a shotgun.
It has a lot of range. I'm fairly certain it's a rifle.
I'd have to look it up.
Okay,
I'll have to look at the guide because the other shotgun one is the shotgun pistol, but you keep calling the explosive pistol.
It has a short distance, but it's a single projectile that explodes.
No, it's not. It is a spread projectile.
I call bull. I call bull.
No, because the further range you get, the further it has a worse spread than the double-barreled shotgun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why it's so weak at long range.
I will say this is something that the game is also lacking: is a clarity of all of its items.
Yes,
like,
I would agree on that one very much. Though
there are items in the game where it's like this thing, it's called clearing, and it's like okay, clearing. It does clearing. What does clearing do?
I actually think it says cleaving.
Cleaving?
I think a lot of those items say cleaving because I think what they do is they will also hurt enemies near them.
That might make sense, actually. You know.
But yeah, this I agree. This is the other problem I have: is the font is a bit iffy because I can't read. I can't tell the difference between a 3 and a 5 because the font size is too small, and they just look exactly the same.
Yeah. So but yeah, I mean, definitely some things that could be improved upon, but not the worst. But it's still a hell of a fun game. It's the the 3, nice.
Well played, Joe.
Very well.
Yeah, I've still definitely enjoyed it. I'll be quite.
It just came out, so like it's 15th of September, I believe. So halfway through last month.
I think it's going to make my top 5 games of the year. To be honest,
I am very certain it's going to make my top 5 games. Even if I played every other game this year, I'd still think it'd probably make one of my top 5.
Yeah, same.
That's a hand. That's a hand.
It's a wonderful hand.
So no one's picked up Crash 4 yet, have they?
Speaking of which, if you're finished, John.
I think we both had our joint moment there. So yeah, Garen.
Yeah. One of the other games I've been playing this month, in the last week because it only came out last week, is the new Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
You know, I actually didn't realize that was out already. I saw the trailers. I thought it was still like a next year thing.
No, it's.
4 was later in October, to be fair.
Yeah, admittedly, I was kind of that impression that it was coming out a bit later, but I actually thought it was coming out late September. Challenge, just because I can. Yeah. So I'm going to go over some of the niceties first. It's definitely a pretty looking game. I mean, you can tell the developers have put a lot of love into it. It's... Oh,
How
wow.
many of those do you have, John?
I had a couple. You already saw my cards.
I know, but
Damn
this
it.
time I'm right. And that's why I challenged.
You used to pick up 4 though.
Yeah, I know.
You'll get to roll as well.
Oh, but I still get to play, so...
Okay.
Interesting. So yes, you can definitely tell the developers have put a lot of love into it. The animation and the visuals are beautiful. Admittedly, the PlayStation 4 that I'm playing it on does suffer a little bit because I'm on a standard PS4 rather than a PS4 Pro. So yeah, it's gorgeous. There's a really nice variety in the maps. There's some quite nice jokes that kind of come out of it as well. And it's a pretty chunky game. It's not. There was a lot of people's concern when it first was announced that it was going to kind of be. Yeah, they were charging full price for a game that wasn't really needing that. You know, if it was the same size as what a normal Crash game would be, it wouldn't be worth it. Admittedly, I still think it's a little pricey, but I managed to get it for less than the retail price.
Is it,
they were
is
asking
it 60 quid, $60, the usual kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 50 quid in the UK.
Oh, okay. So
I'm not saying that I don't think it deserves it.
I mean,
I think
it's Activision owned, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're charging what they know they can get away with.
They'll charge what they know they can get away with and more.
Yeah. But I'm kind of leaning on their promise of they were very big on they definitely will not be microtransactions in this one, and it looks like they've kept their promise because there's no real currency in the game.
No, but
unlocked.
They did add it in after it released in Crash Team Racing release, and then they went, now we'll add
Yes, but here's the thing: there was an in-game currency in that you had to use to unlock stuff. This doesn't have anything like that. You unlock stuff by beating the levels and getting so many items within that level. And you don't unlock something to buy in shops. It's literally, have you got this many gems in the level? Yes, you unlock it. No, do more work, you lazy ass. God damn it.
Right, that was my last green.
That's not the point. But yeah, so
Have
I
another
think
go, I.
No, I don't want another go. Damn it.
no. I insist you have a go.
Jeez.
But yeah, the big thing, that Crash games live and die by, I think, are somewhat basically the gameplay, and the gameplay's okay. I definitely have some qualms about it. Casually, it's fine. Not casually, it is not precise enough for what it needs to be. Certainly for some of the harder challenges later in the game. Excuse me. Yeah, some of the challenges later in the game demand absolute precision from you, and it just does not work well enough. And I think certainly, so there's various different collectibles, but now every level has technically 12 gems, but you have to get partway through the game to unlock 6 of them, essentially.
You actually have to go back.
So there's a lot of replay.
There is, and it's not a bad thing per se. So, okay, the way it works is
2 cards a hand.
yeah, unfortunately, I'm at a big disadvantage at it. So, there are 6 gems for every level to start off with. You have one for getting. Ow!
I'm also sorry.
Ow!
Oh no.
So now,
Well, I'm nowhere close to winning.
I'm drawing as well.
so now 1 card a hand for me and Phil, 3 for Hein, and
I'm gonna get to
Oh
this.
gosh darn it.
I'm
and
gonna
Josh.
get to this explanation at some point.
no go.
Oh.
So, yeah, each level starts with 6 gems. You have one for getting so many of the maximum amount of Wumpa fruit in the level. I think it's 40, 60, and 80%. They never ask you to get 100%, which is a godsend, thankfully.
Mm.
You then have the traditional box gem, which is
Oh yeah.
break all the boxes in the level.
Mm.
Do they still punish you for not getting them all?
No, that was only ever the very first game.
Oh.
White man's.
However, there are some very big dick moves from the developers.
Oh.
To give you an example, on one of the semi-early levels, like the 4th level, I think, 2 of the crates are hidden in tires. You cannot see these crates. And yeah, you have to get one before you enter the bonus level and one after you enter the bonus level. It is... And first run, I missed those 2 because there's nothing that shows you they're in there. And there's just a lot of these crates which are just absolute... There's no way you'd ever guess they were there. So that one's a bit of a pain in the arse.
Just a bit.
There's then a gem for completing the level in under 3 lives.
Okay.
That one I don't mind. It's a pain in the arse on the later levels, but...
That's like a slow and steady wins the race.
No, because some of the later levels are literally just...
Painful.
Painful, yeah. Long and painful. And trying to keep your concentration for that long is hard. But I appreciate that it's not a do the thing in one life, which is...
God, can we flip flopping back and forth in? Oh God, we back not again. So how many is that? Like 6 reverses in a row? Oh,
There we go.
that's mean.
I literally could not play anything else.
Challenge,
I did.
challenge.
Fine.
Meh.
I'm not lying. However, there is still an award for completing the level without losing a single life, which is like a deathless mask of some kind. The weird thing is, though, that doesn't seem to work properly. I've done it a few times, and it's just not popped up. So I think there's a bug with that one. The last gem of a level is there is just a hidden gem somewhere in the level. Get it.
Find the gem.
Now, the other 6 gems come from what is known as the inverted mode, which is something they announced ages ago anyway. And it is basically just a mode where you... where the levels are flipped from left to right. So mirror mode, basically.
Okay.
But also they'll add some kind of additional effect onto it. So, for instance, the first 2 levels, whenever you spin, it creates a sonar effect, and that's how you see the level.
Oh.
There are some really interesting ones, some really cool ones. There are also some that are quite annoying, but some of them actually make finding the hidden crates easier, because crates show up in a different color, for instance.
Oh,
So,
I was so close.
Oh my God. When you changed it to yellow, then I was like, "Whoa, he's an idiot."
so yeah,
You've either won this or I've won this.
Yeah, there's no way around it.
So yeah, the inverted modes are basically just you replaying the level with a little bit of a twist on them. All the crates are in the same location for the most part. The hidden gems have moved. That is the big one. But other than that, there's not usually anything massively different about those levels, and they're a bit of fun to go through. All the Wumpa fruit is replaced by something called bumper berries.
Berries rather than fruit? Have you gone mad?
It's a nice little touch. Some of the really cool visual effects, though, are really nice. There's one where all the levels are just in grayscale, and every attack or damage that happens sprays paint everywhere.
I think I did see a screenshot or something of that.
It was one they showed off quite early on, to be fair. So that's where the other 6 gems, because it's the same 6 gems, just in the inverted mode, basically. So that kind of works. Now, for the first few levels until you unlock inverted mode.
5 reverses in a row.
Yeah, for the first levels you play until you unlock inverted mode, you have to get 6 gems to unlock the additional character costume. And that's fine for the most part. But the later on you get in the game, after you've unlocked the ability to get more gems, they ask you to get more gems to unlock the different costumes. The costumes of themselves are actually really varied.
So,
They completely, in some cases, they change everything from their hairstyle to what jiggle bones they're using on their outfits and stuff. So there's a lot that's quite impressive about it.
so basically, the more access you have to gems, the more they demand of you.
Yeah, the last
That's challenge me,
the last level in the game requires you to get all 12 out of 12 gems.
Oh wow.
I can't see that happening for a while. However, the other dick move they go with gems is previously some of those gems would have been coloured gems. The coloured gems are now collectible and they don't tell you which levels they're on or how to get them. There's a clue for one of them,
Ooh.
and only
So
one of them.
I'm guessing you're getting a help guide.
I had to use a guide to get. I found one randomly, and it wasn't the one that you do get a hint for. The first one you can find in the game does give you a slight hint, but it's a little bit obscure. And the annoying thing is those coloured gems are required for you to get some of the box gems on other levels. So, yeah. Very dick move, and one of them is just horrible to get. Because it requires... it's kind of supposed to be a throwback to Crash 2, where there was a gem one of the coloured gems required you to go throughout the whole level without destroying any crates.
Oh, I remember some of those challenge ones.
That one wasn't too bad because it was the first level of the game. So there wasn't particularly any hard enemies. There's only one box placement that was a bit of a challenge. And they give you the bouncy box to avoid it with, so it's fine. This one, they ask you to do a level where you have to use an item that automatically destroys any crates near you.
Ooh.
And you have to use that item because it also gives you better jumping, basically, onto platforms that are nothing but crates.
That's
It's horrible. It's not the worst challenge in the game, because I will also say that, yeah, some of the...
Gosh darn it.
There are still sections where you...
I had to use it.
There are still sections where you ride animals, and those are so poorly done. The controls are just sloppy for them.
Sorry, Phil. Come and Blue Blast 2.
John.
I didn't choose.
I will remember this.
Well, it's a shame.
The other quite nice thing is the extra playable characters, I think, are done quite well.
How many playable characters are there, isn't it?
There's 5.
Five.
Well, 4, but one of them has 2 genders. So any normal level can be played as Crash and Coco, and a lot of the alternate characters you play as the alternate character for half a level that's kind of brand new. And then you play as Crash or Coco for the rest of that level, and it's a level you've already played before. Oh, hang on. I didn't realise it was my turn again.
I didn't.
Yeah, so you get levels that you play through, and something happens that's out of the blue. Like, for instance, someone will blow up a gate that's blocking your progress, and you don't know who's done it. Well, it's one of the alternate characters you unlock slightly later in the game, maybe. And the extra characters you unlock are Tawana, who is from an alternate dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say any more than that because there's spoilers for Endgame if anybody cares about story.
It did. Even in the announcement trailer, it seemed like there was more going on with her.
Yeah, but it does actually spoil something slightly later in the game. So, the other characters are Dingodile, who is from the same dimension you're from. Dingodile has hung up his flamethrower and now has a vacuum pack for some reason.
Okay.
But actually, it works quite.
Cleaning business.
He's doing a Luigi.
Kind of. Yeah, that's fine.
Don't challenge.
So he can suck up crates, but if he sucks up a TNT, it will start going off, and then you can fire it off at another enemy, which is, to be honest, just good fun.
Better than a Nitro.
Yeah. Nitros, if you suck them up, will insta-kill you.
Yeah.
Fairly obviously.
Oh, smooth run for Phil.
Yeah, I figured that might be the case.
Look at this point.
Dinga does quite fun. The vacuum pack also can blow as well, so it actually is what he uses for his double jump.
Okay, that's smart.
He has kind of a hover then jump on his double jump. But he's actually quite fun. It's a little bit different. The storyline with Dingadal is he has retired officially from villainy and adventuring, to be quite frank, and has opened up his own diner
Nice.
in the middle of a swamp.
Not so good.
And yeah, so I'm not sure if it's Cortex forces or not, but someone tries to blow up his diner. He's not particularly happy about it, so he goes to try and stop it. It ends up with him dropping into one of the dimensional rifts going about. it eventually gets sorted out, and he realizes what's happening. But it's a funny little story with him. But he's a fun character to play as, which is quite nice. The other one is Cortex. I actually think Cortex is the weakest character.
Don't challenge me.
He feels a bit sloppy, and Tawana is basically a very similar to Coco and Crash, in that she plays almost identical, except she has a grappling hook, and that's about it.
Grappling hook!
Grappling hook.
Yeah, she has a grappling hook. It's fun.
Damn it.
All problems can be solved with a grappling hook.
Cortex doesn't. Cortex
You
is the
put
only
grappling
character without a
hook.
double jump. He's the only character that's more like a puzzle solving, but still has some platform elements. But he's bad at platforming, so it's not great. Cortex, I think, has the least levels though, so it's not so bad. You know what? I'm grateful for you playing that because I didn't have anything I could play. So
Oh, there you go. You saved your card. Oh, I know. No.
overall, though, the game is fun. I probably wouldn't recommend you picking up full price, but I actually think it is worth picking up. For a lower price if you can get it. But yeah, that's Crash 4.